to find her way and where she belongs.
Yeah, and you know, her coach, Chow, who also coached, of course, Shawn Johnson, he said she has every single thing you need. She's powerful, she's quick, she's flexible, but it's the mind, it's the focus. We need the focus. And that is what he has been training so diligently with this young lady.
The last time we saw her on the floor exercise was in Beijing, but she's adding it to her repertoire here. When we come back, Alicia Sacramone on the floor exercise. One of the best gymnasts in the world on floor exercise before the comeback, and she has not competed at this stage yet. She competed at the CoverGirl Classic, right, Tim, on the floor exercise, but the lasting image, unfortunately, that a lot of Americans have of her on the floor is the team finals at the Olympic Games. Is that part of the reason you think she's back on in this event?
You know, it's not just what the image that others had, it's the image that she had. And she said this comeback is all about redemption. She says that's everything to her right now. Wow.
Unexpected.
Yeah, but you know, actually in training, we have seen her historically over the years have problems with that pass. It looked like she got a handle on it towards the end of her career, and here in St. Paul, she has had a problem with it.
I was going to say, this music is powerful. It's so mature. Perfect choice for Alicia.
And just taking a step back at the big picture, though, you know, a lot of gymnasts, as they age, they're like an old tire. They kind of lose a little bit of that air and that bounce. That is not her problem.
Not at all. And, you know, adding floor, she said, only betters her chances of making this world team.
So this is that tumbling pass where it just has really, throughout her career, really been a sticky point. She's going to do a 2.5 twist and then rebound the floor. She is just way too far over and nowhere near enough rotation. That fall right there, that's a 1.5 points at least. So this is very disappointing for Alicia on her first Olympics.
Just to give you an update, Chelsea Memel on bars at 14.3 as we go over to the balance beam. And one of the favorites in today's competition, Jordan Weber, American Cup champion at her first FISA championships.
Well, she wasn't just American Cup champion, John. She defeated the best gymnast in the world, Mustafa from Russia, who just a beautiful gymnast as well, has since been injured for her ACL and is on the comeback trail herself. Will most likely not be in Russia or in Tokyo at the World Championships.
And there isn't anything that Jordan doesn't have in this exercise. I was going to say a high difficulty level in this balance beam routine, and typically a very strong mindset going into this event.
How big is that first break? For the layman out there, is that a 10th? Is that 5/10?
No, it's not a 10th and it's not 5/10. It's probably somewhere in between. She just is a little bit jumpy. She's doubting herself just a bit, which is very easy to do.
Yeah, little positions like this and a turn, a very simple skill.
She actually does her most difficult acrobatic skill. At the end, right here, coming up, and she'll try to do this in the combination super hard. Back with a full. Watch this. And keep going. That was really off, and she was supposed to actually put those two skills together. If she did them without a pause in between, she would get some bonus tenths, which she will not get.
Ends well, but certainly not the type of exercise that she's capable of doing.
Healthy, could that be a case of here you are a favorite at the national championships for the first time, and you're starting on beam, which quite frankly I would never want to do.
Yeah, not an easy place to start for sure, but you know, first time senior here, nationals, and everyone's looking towards her to win this championship, and they're pitting her against Rebecca Bross, the reigning champion. A lot of pressure.
Well, she survived this. There's no question she survives it, but that is not the way they were hoping for her to start.
Moving over to the floor exercise, this is Michaela Baroni, another one of these young up-and-coming stars, Tim and Alfie, that a lot of people are talking about.
And all eyes on this beauty. She has amazing choreography, a very difficult exercise. Out of bounds and fall.
Huge error. Looking at a lot of shaky nerves out there. And remember, this is really the first major step in choosing that world championship team, and that doesn't help. Marta does not like to see falls.
If Rebecca Bross starred in a movie, it would be called The Terminator. Look at that face. Look at that face. I mean, that is the most serious face in the sport of gymnastics.
She's all business. Her gymnastics speaks for itself, and she is back.
She is one tough character. She had a fracture in her foot, dealt with that through the entire World Championship, still came home with 4 world medals. She is as tough as they come.
Asked her how her foot is feeling, and she's
totally never. I have never seen her miss that release skill ever.
It's like there's momentum in this arena going the wrong direction here on every event, it seems like.
We're seeing something from everyone. From the seniors, from the juniors moving up.
Nice release there. Beautiful handstand position. And look at that, just floats down to that low bar. She really gets to the top extremely well. Shows
just
great handstands.
All out attacks on this event. That's a shame.
But you fall off the bar, and that is 1 full point. Plus, she's going to lose the element. And so, not the way. Just saw Maroney struggle on floor, and now Bross, an equally tough time.
And Jordan Weaver scored a 14.6 on beam, so not a terrible score, but certainly an opportunity for Bross to take advantage of getting an early lead.
And I don't know why she didn't hold on to this. She should have. She's not too far away. She just somehow can't get her hands around the bar. You see the grip, how it folds over the bar. Sometimes it's not exactly as the gymnast wants it, but I don't know. I don't think she should have come off the bar. I think, you know, sometimes what happens is you see the bar, you touch the bar, you think you got it, you're thinking about the next move already, and you can be standing on the ground just like that.
Alexander Raisman, next up on the floor exercise, a member of the 2010 World Championship team, and in her own right has made a splash the last couple of years on the national scene.
She's one of those athletes you can put up first and expect a great performance, very consistent. This is what Ali does so well. She just goes out there and does what she does in the training gym.
And that was really the first wow set. Excellent. Huge tumbling as she gets congrats from her coach, Mihai Breshkin. Just huge power. She already...
Give her a little smack.
She was fourth at the last World Championships on floor and has made her routine much more difficult.
In an otherwise rough first rotation, Ali Raisman celebrates one of the few bright spots here at the Visa Championships. Welcome back to the Visa Championships. After one rotation, that 14.8 that we saw from Alexander Raisman, just enough to put her in an early lead, followed by the Kikuato sisters, Mackenzie and Bridget, who just vaulted, tied for second. There's our current leader. We saw Rebecca Bross in 5th place despite that fall from bars, which is a good spot for her to be in. And there we see Mackenzie and Bridget Kikuato in the middle and on the end, and Andrea Joyce has more about them.
Well, you know, it's very interesting because this is the very first time that the Kikuato sisters are competing the all-around together at the Senior National Champions. Now, technically, they are competing against each other, but make no mistake, they are definitely on the same team. Evidence, the football warm-up jerseys that they wear here with their graduation years on the back. 10 is Mackenzie, and Bridget is 12, and their mom, Lynn, obviously is doubly nervous up in the stands, but she told me that this is actually an awesome thing for her daughters because they're biggest cheerleaders for each other, and they know each other so well. They know exactly what to say to each other in any situation, good or bad. So she said it's almost like having an extra coach down on the floor with them, a coach who has some very valuable inside information. And as we are seeing so far after that first rotation, John, it looks like that sisterhood bond is pretty powerful.
And they will continue to be teammates after they're done with their elite competition, as they're slated to be teammates at the University of Florida, where Mackenzie just finished her first year as a collegiate gymnast. As we finish up the warm-up here, Bridget Kikuato hopes that's not a trend as she gets out the kinks and gets ready for her second event here at the Visa Championships in St. Paul, and we will also see a world champion, Alicia Sacramone.